here today at VMF's Vulcan Mountain Nature Center. This 15-mile-long mountain range in East County, San Diego, is a vital water resource that feeds 4 important watersheds. A watershed is an area or ridge of land that separates water flowing to different rivers, basins, or oceans. The native Kumeyaay people named Vulcan Mountain Hahachapang, which means where the water comes from. Water is necessary for the survival and well-being of people, plants, and wildlife. So we share a common interest to keep the water clean. Everyone lives in a watershed, and people who share a watershed all live together in a kind of waterhood. Whatever happens upstream in your watershed affects your whole waterhood. Thank you, Watershed Explorers, for joining me today on Vulcan Mountain to learn about the headwaters of the San Diego River watershed.
Welcome to the San Diego Archaeological Center. The center is a museum where you can learn the story of how people lived in San Diego County for more than 10,000 years. Today, the Kumeyaay live throughout the region and have 13 reservations. They keep alive traditional arts and culture as federally recognized sovereign governments. It also serves as an education and research facility and is the only local place dedicated to the collection, study, and management of San Diego County's archaeological artifacts. We are located here in the beautiful San Pasqual Valley in Escondido, right in the heart of the San Diego River watershed. Most archaeology, at least here, is about preserving and protecting archaeological sites and other cultural resources. Archaeology is the study of past people and culture through the objects that they left behind, whether that's thousands of years old or only 50. This is where the 1.4 million artifacts that record the history of our region are preserved, in special boxes and organized to make it easy for researchers to find what they're looking for. Thank you, Watershed Explorers, for joining me today at the San Diego Archaeological Center as you continue your journey down the watershed.
Welcome to the Sykes Adobe Historic Farmstead. The Adobe house was constructed around 1870 and is one of a few Adobe homes in San Diego County from the time. It was the home of Zenas and Eliza Burrell Sykes and their 6 children. This house did not yet have indoor plumbing. In fact, if you needed water for cooking or even to have a cup of tea or coffee, a family member went outside to the hand pump to fill a pot or bucket. That is why it was so important to live near a water source like a pond, a spring, or a creek. The Sykes family and their neighbors were farmers. Since water in the area was very limited, they practiced dry farming. They developed the region into productive agricultural lands. Farmers were important as they were needed to feed the expanding urban population and provide markets for local businesses. Thank you, Watershed Explorers, for joining me today at the Sykes Adobe Historic Farmstead.
I'd like to welcome you to Lake Hodges. Lake Hodges lies within the San Diego River Park, just south of Escondido, and is a very important feature of the park. By working together, we are keeping natural areas healthy and accessible for recreational and educational uses, including Watershed Explorers. Lake Hodges provides a habitat for many different animals. Lake Hodges didn't become a lake naturally. It is a man-made water reservoir. Birds are an important group of wildlife here at Lake Hodges, so much so they're often referred to as indicator species. Indicator species are animals that signal the health or lack of health of the environment they're living in. Way to go, Watershed Explorers. Lake Hodges thanks you.
Welcome to the San Diego Lagoon. The San Diego Lagoon is the gateway to the San Diego River Park. It has a vital importance for the ecology of the region. It is on the Pacific Flyway and provides critical foraging areas and nesting sites. Early Californians did not realize the important role that lagoons play in preserving water quality while also providing a vast diversity of animal habitats. The lagoon's specialized habitats provide bird species with many different resources, including shelter, food, and reproductive opportunities. Human population growth and development throughout San Diego County has led to significant habitat loss and a reduction in watershed ecosystem services. We all have a responsibility to protect our limited freshwater resources and the ecosystem services they provide. By caring for and protecting our watershed, we're helping to care for the ocean as well. It's critical that we keep the water in our watersheds flowing, clean, and healthy. Thank you, watershed explorers, for joining us today at the San Diego Lagoon. I look forward to seeing you again soon.